There's so much we want to say to you. You can feel the power of your wanting. You can feel the clarity of who you are. And so I want to give you something here that is going to take you into a place that you have not been before. So just relax and enjoy this explanation. It will serve you really, really well. So you are sifting through the variety and you're coming to personal preferences about what you want. And those preferences are being known, acknowledged, and tended to by the larger part of you. And now you have a relationship between you and you, a relationship that you can feel emotionally. If you had not expanded to a new place, you could not feel the discord of not going there. So every bit of negative emotion that you feel is a lovely indicator of your new expansion. Don't you like knowing that? Mm-hmm. If you hadn't become this, then this wouldn't feel uncomfortable. And having become this is everything. That's why you came forward, for eternal, joyful expansion. So if there is one thing that if we could zap you with, we would. We can't, so we won't. But we want you to get it anyway. If there's one thing that we would really like you to understand, it's that where you are is perfect, 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 perfect from our point of view. You haven't done something wrong. There is not something that you need to change. Where you stand is in this perfect relationship between a more expanded version of you maybe than you are allowing, but it's perfect where you are because now you get to do something about closing that gap. And that is what life is. If you're worried about what you haven't yet achieved, you got to give that up because there's always going to be way more than you haven't achieved than that you have achieved because you are eternal beings and you're not ever going to get it done. So you must make peace with the never-endedness of the journey. So often our physical friends say, well, when I get over there, when I find that lover, or when I get into that new house, or when I find that job, or when, then I will feel happy. And we say, no, you won't. Because that's a flawed premise that you are operating from. But when you understand that there is always going to be a new perspective by you of the contrast that you're living that will launch you into a more expanded version, and the fact that you have not yet achieved the realization, the filling in the grid, the full manifestation of that expansion is not a bad thing. It's an eternal thing. So make peace with what has not yet manifested. You'll feel better. It's why we start the way we do every single time. Are you enjoying the contrast of your time and place? Do you like the desire that is hatched within you? Do you like that unfulfilled desire? And we want so much for your answer to be yes, especially the unfulfilled desire, especially the stuff that hasn't manifested. I really like that because it means I'm alive and I've expanded and I'm on a journey and I'm going to have the pleasure of closing that gap. And there is nothing in all of the world that is more delicious than the actual visceral feeling of you closing a vibrational gap. It's what you live for. It's what we all live for, you see. You think that Source is done. So often that's the way humans look at it. Well, Source has got it all figured out. You are the extension of that which Source is. And you're stirring it up for the new journey, you see. And the Source within you is reveling in that journey. It is only you that is languishing in your misunderstanding. It is only you that is claiming your unworthiness. It is only you that is choosing to feel inappropriate for not having already accomplished that journey and that one and that one. But when you make peace with this never-ending journey, then you'll start reveling in this negative emotion. Yes, this is guidance too. I love this feeling of discord because if there is a feeling of discord, that means there is a feeling of accord. And while I don't feel like it right now because I'm pretty mad at that guy, I do recognize that I can find that forgiveness that will put love back in my heart because the alternative is a life of misery. We don't want you to do it for them. We want you to do it for you. The most significant thing that you have asked from us here in this conversation is what is it that is at the heart of that discord? And it is, for the most part, a human decision to feel unworthy, and you're using as your reason the fact that you haven't yet achieved that. And we're here to tell you there's always going to be another that and another that and another that and another that. So it's time for you to make peace with where you stand. And when you do, where you stand is going to look way better than it did right before you did, when you make peace with it. And then the energy will start moving and you'll start having fun on that never-ending journey.